Hey there, welcome to Manifest Without Money. What are you expecting today? Because whatever you expect, that's exactly what you're going to receive. Now, if you watch the previous video, you can see I'm dressed in the same items, same clothing. The reason for that is because I want to continue what I have spoken previously, because this is showing you how to create your goals for 2021. We said here that okay, and if you have not watched that video, please watch the previous video on how to create your goal. You see, right now when you say that I am sad, okay, this is an idea. And that idea is connected to a specific scene. So this is an idea, I am sad. This is an idea, I am happy. In business, in my business program, we talk about leveraging ideas, right? But to take you from this scene to this other scene, it's an idea. This idea also has to be visualized. What I'm saying is, if you have an idea, let's say you're not in business, but you have an idea to go from no business to business, right? Whatever you do in your business, that in itself has to be visualized as well. For example, you have to visualize the conversation between your client. You have to see yourself receiving what it is you want from your client. And so what you see in the mind, that's going to happen in the physical. So all you are is an idea. It starts with a thought, car. Then you say, I have the car. I am in the car. That turns into an idea or an affirmation or a belief. And you know that the more you say or repeat that idea, repetition is the mother of skill, okay? So when I show you in my program, Manifest Without Money, we're bringing all this understanding and the understanding of why repetition is the mother of skill. And why should we repeat this think and visualization in speech, think and visualization in speech. And the reason we do that, it's because the moment you decided to let go of this, which is another idea, by the way, when you say I am letting go of the past, that's an idea. We are a thought or an idea evolved being. I'm letting go of that idea of the past. And what you're saying now is, I am holding on only to this idea in the future. Okay? I don't know where I was going to go with this. I had something in mind, but we're moving from idea to idea to idea. We are a thought evolved being. So when you let go of this, it's obvious that you don't want to see it anymore. That's called forgiveness. You forgive yourself. Forgiveness is forgetting. Forgiveness is forgetting. So you must forgive yourself, and now you live in this place. So what would a person, or what would your version of you, that higher version, we talked about that awareness of you, right, that has built or given you the picture, because the picture comes from the higher version of you. The picture doesn't come from the lower version of you. And so it's the lower version receives it. But in essence, you're creating the picture. I hope that makes sense. Even though you create the picture, it's actually the higher version of you that already exists there, and now it's projecting to you the picture. This is how we transmit pictures from one to another. You see, I can transmit pictures to you and you can transmit pictures to me, but I can also transmit pictures between me and my higher version. That's cool, isn't it? That's why we build a vision, because it comes from the awareness or the higher self. So once I understand that that vision comes from the higher self, which in its essence is me, because I'm the creator or I'm the source, I don't know which direction to go, then I must understand that I am in this picture now. The past is gone, and this becomes the present. My future is in the now. Remember, when you make a decision, I said that the law of decision states that it affects the past and the future simultaneously. So when you say, I have the car, that future becomes now. It collapses very quickly, okay? And the more you affirm, I have the car, I am thankful and grateful. Grateful is receiving. I am receiving the car, for the car. When you say I am grateful, you're saying I am receiving. Welcome. Come in. Come in. Here's the door. It's open. Open the door wide. It's talking about the door of your mind, and the door, this is the door you open wide. Open the door wide. Open your mouth to praise and to welcome in, right? When Jesus went to Jerusalem, right, he was welcomed and praised. So Jesus is every desire you have, is that higher awareness of you. And as a spiritual scientist, please understand that I have to look at the Bible, which I agree with, not from a historical perspective, but from a mindset perspective. So every desire you have, the car, you must make room for it, right? You must prepare. So now when you live in this home, or you have this car and you drive it, how would you think? What would this person say? Would you still complain about this car? Would you still complain about whatever else? No. The sign that you have received it, it is in the mouth. The sign that you have received is in the mouth. The mouth is evidence of the thing you have seen, the image you have seen. This is the image in the back of your mind, but you bring it into the forefront of your mind. If you watch my previous video, I actually turned the camera on and I said, here's what happened. I looked at my board and I said, oh, the board in front of me. Because I kept that image of the board. When I turned to you, I said the board in front of me, and then I said, excuse me, the board behind me. Why did I say the board before me? I said the board in front of me. It's interesting, please watch that video. It's because I saw this and I moved in that image. That image was with me here. And so I projected it into the future. I said the board before me, I said the whiteboard before me, and I said the board behind me. But mentally, the board, I took it from behind me and I brought it before me. Okay? And that's what you do. You bring the image that is inside you, you bring it before you, and then you speak of it. Like I said, the board before me. You say the car before me. It's not behind you anymore. It's before you, because listen, if you watch another video, I showed you where every shadow, let's see, I don't know if I can create a shadow here, but I don't think I can create a shadow, guys, okay? But a shadow, all right, what's a shadow? Let's say that you see my ring light. That's a shadow. But guess what? Did you know that the real thing is right there? It's right in front of it. Actually, that's a real ring. Did you know that that shadow in the mind is actually a real thing? It's actually a real thing. That image you hold in the mind, that you think it's there, it's going to come here. So you must speak of this as if it is. I am in the car. The higher version of you says, hey, listen, Luminita, you are in the car. You are in the car. It's telling you, get the glimpse of it. Get the split second of that vision. Get it. Get it in the mind. Allow yourself to receive that vision. Luminita, you are in the car. You are in the car. And I actually see myself, because I put myself in that car that I want to manifest. So the more I do that, the more I stay in connection with my higher awareness, and I live there, I dwell there, right? I vibrate there. This is me in the car. This is me without the car. The more I vibrate and I look towards me, that image of me in the car, the more I rise in that vibration. And so I must understand that the only work that I must do is keep myself in that vibration. When I feel myself going down, I'm like, no, I have the car, I have the house. See myself there. What would that person that has the house think like? I would plan for people to come over. I would say, oh, here's my partner. I would go and work out in that room, and I would go into the sauna, and then I would go outside and pick up an apple, and then I would go and play tennis. You see what I mean? You begin to build a day from that place. From that place. From that place. You speak from the place as that successful business owner. You act from that place. That is why you can build new habits according to that image. You don't build habits from the past images or present circumstance. You build habits from that future. That's how you change your habits. You can enter into communication with the higher self and say, why do I look so fit? Why am I so fit? What did I do? and you see yourself fit. And all of a sudden, the higher awareness, the higher version of you says, that's why. And all of a sudden you have an idea and say, you know what, I'm going to start working out. Yeah, because you working out lifts you physically into that higher self. But keep the vision of you looking toned and fit. Everything is an idea. First it starts in the mind, it builds the picture, and then you must project it forward. And you speak of it, you live from it. That's the quantum leap. When you understand that the more you live there, the more you collapse it. Because you know it comes from the spirit into the physical. If you want to be married right now, you know what you would do? You would see yourself married and you would say, okay, so how did I get here? Well, first I need a wedding dress. Let me look at the flowers. Let me look at the invitations. How many people would I like? Who would I invite? What are you doing? You're preparing to receive your gift. You're preparing. That's what you did to end up being married. If you don't want a wedding dress, then say, forget the wedding dress. I'm going to just be in tennis shoes. However you see yourself, prepare yourself for that. You see yourself with that dress, start looking for the dress. You want to have that ring, start looking for the ring. And that's how you build a picture. First, it's like this, I want to be married. And then you say, okay, all right, I am married. How did I get there? Well, let's see. I went in honeymoon. Where would I go in honeymoon? How many days did I stay? Well, I stayed this many days. Okay, so what did I wear? I had this and I had that. And now you begin to see those pictures and you put the vision board together. That's why people put vision boards together. But they're starting from the end. They're starting from not having. Start from having. Ask yourself, where would I like to go? Well, it's obvious that will cause you to go online and look at things. But nonetheless, the answers usually come from within because you have stored inside of you so many pictures. Your heart already knows the pictures it has inside. You have put them in there together from years past. According to Dr. Lipton, every idea and every thought is actually alive within the cells of your body, of your brain, of your mind. So you have already cells of recognition built within you with the wedding dress, with the wedding ring and everything. You already have it built within you. It's just waiting for you to put them together. Okay? A desire, it's a signature, it's an emotional signature that start to put the picture together. All those pieces and all those pictures you have built within your DNA, it's telling you put them together because you are married. Now put all of this together. Okay? And live from that end as if I'm married. Don't look at circumstances. Don't look at your ESP. Don't look at you not having someone. You know what? You live as if you're married. You live as if you have the car. How did I get to the car? Well, let's see. What would it take me? Well, it would take me money. Great. How would I be making the money? Well, let's see. I have a business. All right. Well, I don't have a business. But you see, you have the answers within. If you ever thought about a business, now is the right time for that idea of business or you to be in business. Everything is already built within you. All the answers are within. I was listening to Ed Milet and David Meltzer to a short interview, and I actually spoke with both. And they said in this short interview, they said, you know, I teach my children that everything is inside of them. All the answers are within. Because if they're within, you see them within. In the physical, they're going to come to you. You don't need to know the whole history of the whole world. If you need something, you go on Google. Google is part of you already because everything is you. So you don't need to store it in your memory only. You don't need to store it in your DNA what you don't want. And to let go of what it is you've had and you did not like is to replace it with the new. I let go of what's behind me and I look forward and press towards the mark. That's why you need to have this vision at all times in front of you because it leads you, it pulls you. That's the attraction. And so David Meltzer said, yeah, I know what you're saying. Google. We have Google. Like, you don't need to look for answers. All the answers are within, and then they're being refracted on the outside. They're being projected, right? The answer comes to you. There was a time when I said, oh, I want to do this ad, and I want to have these short sequences of my body doing this and this and this and that. The next day on TikTok, a third person, I think, on the row said, would you like to know how to do this video like this? And she showed clips, clip, 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 clip after clip. And I go, are you kidding me? This is exactly what I asked for yesterday. How did I ask for it? I had a desire, and I began to see myself having these clips, taking myself being in these clips. And then the girl says, okay, well, let me show you how that is done. She was my engineer. She was telling me this is the idea that will get you from where you are to that vision that you've had of yourself doing this type of activity in your ad, in your video. She said, okay, I am your engineer. You've got the idea. Let me show you how to put it together. There's other people that could show you how to put things together. You don't need to know everything. Everything you need to know will come to you. But first you must touch that vision. I touched the vision when I said, you know what? I told my PA, I said, you know what? I would like to put up an ad like this. And I began to use my imagination and build a picture. I would be dressed this way, I would cross the street, and I would have this, and I would do that. But I said, this takes too long. We've got to shorten it. How do we create clip, 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 clip after clip? And this girl on TikTok says, if you want to do clip, 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 and I go, it's hard not to realize what's happening here. She is me. She holds the information that my brain cannot hold. You cannot hold the whole information of the whole world. That's why people are skilled at what they do. That's why you need to be in the mastery of what you do, because you are the answer for someone else. You are someone else's Google. You are someone else's resource. All right, I can go on forever, but I won't. So watch this video over and over again. It connects with the previous one, and know this, that everything already exists inside of you. You are me pushed out. If I need you to come into my life for you to be my resource, for you to tell me or to do or to give me what I need you to give me, all I have to do is create it within. All the answers are within. Okay? So look at yourself, find out the desire of your heart. It already says, listen, if you have a desire, put the picture together. You got to put it together. And that picture is going to come to reality if you hold on to it. Every shadow implies the physical, real thing is just in front. All right, and all you need is an idea. Leverage those ideas. From idea to idea to idea to idea. That is how we move through life. That is how we evolve. Okay, thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe, and come within the group on Facebook or enter within the program Manifest Without Money. If you are a business owner, I would encourage you to come to my page, luminitaluca.com, and that's where you are going to know more about my program. It's a 6 months intense program where I take business owners from where they are to where they want to be. Okay, we create the vision and then we reverse engineer everything back. All right guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. I will see you in the next video. Bye now.